Alright, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Tag Me Out. We are officially on episode 4. Today, we are going to be talking about copyright with music and how it affects streamers and TOs. And today, I got some of my usual hosts, Mobius Raven and Yaf Pete. Say what's up.
What's going on?
Hello, everybody.
So, yeah, who wants to start?
I'll jump into this conversation. So y'all know that I'm trying to go into DJing, not professionally, but I do want to pick it up as a hobby. One of the things that I had to research was music copyright because it's interesting. You can DJ on Twitch, but there's very unique rules about what you can and cannot play, and also the ability to actually make money off of that.
Wait, I already have a question. What's the difference between DJing and remixing?
Um, well, not there's not really much difference. Okay, so a remix is a song that is essentially how do I explain it? You know when an artist draws another character in their art style? That's what remixing is like. So technically it's not yours, but it's your style. So it is yours. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
So that's essentially remixing in a nutshell. A DJ's job is especially to get one song to go with the next one, and there's a whole bunch of complications related to that. That's unrelated, but for the sake of the subject, when dealing with music copyright, it's important to pay attention to certain publishers, things like Sony, Namco, Nintendo. Those are all really big no-no areas. Don't play Nintendo music if you're gonna play
What about
Nintendo
Sega?
music. Sega's a weird hit or miss. It depends on their franchises. Sonic, they don't care. Persona, they will ban you.
What? Wait,
Yeah,
really?
Persona's a big one, dude. They hate when people use Persona music for some reason.
That's so weird. Why let them use Sonic but not Persona?
Because Sonic, they're just cool with Sonic. They let Sonic get away with anything. That's why we have fan games and shit.
True.
But
also the developers, the people who actually develop it, it could be a lot of things. The team who runs each game could be different.
I was gonna say, did you guys see Choctopus's game of the Sonic Tag Fighter?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that game looks fun. I wanted to try it, but is Sega just only cool with Sonic, or is it more than just Sonic?
I don't really know, to be honest, because I don't really keep up with the Sonic area. To be honest, I don't really play Persona or Yakuza or anything like that. But from what I've been told, they're very strict about certain things. I remember a story about something to do with the reason why Judgment wasn't on Steam is because they didn't want people modifying the character because it's an actual actor and they have to the licensing and use of actors in Japan is really weird where you have to actually get a hold of a company and then say I want to use them for this particular thing. So they're really strict about that kind of stuff. But for when it comes to anything Sonic, they don't really care. As long as you're not making money off of it, they don't care.
So I wonder how they're gonna approach Virtua Fighter. That's really I wanted to go to was Virtua Fighter because let's be real, Virtua Fighter 6 is gonna be huge.
Virtual Fighter doesn't really have
I
that
think
much
it's going to
music,
be big.
though. For what I remember,
Dude,
they
have
really
you?
got
Oh,
crazy
I
about
was gonna say,
music.
did you see the trailer?
Well, something interesting that I've been thinking about when it came to Virtual Fighter is something that they did with Dragon Ball Fighters, where they introduced anime music from the original anime as DLC. I don't know if you've ever tried to, but if you try to upload any combo video with those particular songs playing in the background, YouTube will flag it. So
Even if it's in the background of the game.
Even if it's in the background. That's why most TOs tell you don't buy the DLC because it'll you'll have.
I didn't even know that music DLC was in the game. I'm gonna be real. I just always have Cell's theme on.
To be honest, that is so dumb. For me, especially with music, I don't understand why you would want to copyright music. Because music isn't something you just listen to once and you're done with it. You listen to it a lot. There's still a lot of people who have the same song from 10 years ago that will still listen to that song. You know what I'm saying? It's
People still
basically
listen
like
to Dr.
free
Dre.
promotion.
People still listen to T-Pain. People still listen to Snoop Dogg.
People still listen to Eminem. People still listen to
People still listen to
NWA.
Ice Cube. People still listen to Prince and Michael Jackson too. Like, music is one of the few things that is timeless.
Mic test. Alright, looks like it's working. Sorry about that, I didn't mean to interrupt you, I just needed to test it.
No, we're all good.
So, actually, curious thing. So, you guys know who Toby Fox is, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so Toby Fox actually made a tweet a while back about, like, something to do with the copyright, related to his song. And I'm gonna misquote the hell out of this, but what it essentially meant is something that I've seen a lot with like other artists. Like there's an artist that I follow called Dance with the Dead that they said something similar in the past. So these artists, they want to promote their music, right? It's free advertising. But if a song becomes like popular enough, like so popular that you can actually make music off of it, YouTube flags it with copyright. So you run into weird situations where people will be uploading videos and then the videos will be taken down because of the music.
That's so stupid.
Which is a pain in the ass.
That is genuinely so stupid. Even if it's from like years ago before the song popped off.
Fun fact: so Nintendo used to have this thing where you could upload Smash footage straight from the Wii U to YouTube, and for a long time, people couldn't upload those videos because as soon as they would upload the video from Nintendo's system, it would be flagged by YouTube and then taken down. Like,
That's
how do you
so
explain that
funny.
shit?
It's so funny though.
Dude, I just feel like that's an overplacement of power, bro. Copywriting music to me is just an overplacement of power. Like if I was an artist, dude, that's the last thing I would want to be copyrighted. Because it's literally if I hear it, like that's free promotion for me. Literally free promotion. If someone's using my songs. You know what I'm saying? It's the definition of free promotion. I don't even gotta
It's a slippery slope when it comes to a lot of things.
I don't even gotta pay this guy for him to play my shit? Okay, and everyone gets to listen to it, they're gonna be like, damn, what's that song?
Yeah, but not everybody's going to go out and try and find it. That's the issue. Is one streamer could be playing that music to thousands of people, and only like 2 people go find the song.
So the thing that really like is really annoying about this whole copyright thing as a subject for TOs is like BB tag. BB tag, when Yang goes in 30% health, she activates I Burn, the song. And the song I Burn plays, which plays through the entirety of the match, regardless if Yang is dead or not. That is a big problem song. So to fix those particular situations, what they do is that they increase the sound effects and then lower the music, so that way it kind of drowns out the vocals, and hopefully they won't get detected. But it has happened before. I've talked to multiple people that like that particular situation has came up, and it's very annoying.
I didn't even know that could happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's also really annoying if you're streaming rhythm games. You straight up can't upload to YouTube at all.
How's Capcom with their music and their copyright? Is it bad?
They're not that bad.
I don't know.
I've used
the good thing about Capcom is
they're not that bad, from what I've noticed.
I was gonna say, I see a lot of people use Marvel music, and what is it? I can't think of the name. Not Street Fighter, but the other one.
Darkstalkers?
No, it's in the Street Fighter universe, and I just can't. It's a beat 'em up.
Like
oh, Final Fight.
Yeah, dude, I see people use Final Fight music all the time. Like, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really into the music scene, or I really don't know how all that works on the copyright end either. But I just see a lot of people use Marvel and Final Fight and Street Fighter music.
Those particular songs don't really get like flagged as often. It honest to God, it really comes down to how popular the song is. Like, as much as you're probably tired of hearing Linnea's theme in every tutorial video ever,
You're
It's still
bullshitting me if everybody doesn't know what Clock Tower's theme is.
it's
Dude,
I don't think it runs into that problem.
Everyone knows Clock Tower theme.
Yeah, it's like the Undernight theme.
I was about to say the clock tower or the clown stage in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's used everywhere.
The cloud
Yeah.
stage is used a lot too.
Yeah, there's a particular amount of songs like that. True Love Makin' from SNK2 is really popular. Some of the Skullgirls themes are really popular, like Big Band's theme.
Dude, I should listen to the Skullgirl soundtrack. That one actually looks good.
But they use that because, honest to God, they'd rather use like something like Nintendo related. But no one is gonna take that chance. Like, I play one Legend of Zelda song, and if it's not a remix or a cover, I'm screwed.
And if it is a remix or a cover, you could still be screwed.
True, because technically it's not your work either way. That's the weird thing about it. The whole copyright, like digital copyright thing, is something that, like, honestly, the U.S. government should really take a look at, because it's going to get very confusing in the future, especially with royalty free and shit. What is it? You know the thing when like something's been in circulation for a long time and it just becomes public, like stuff like that.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I forgot like the exact word for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, music's just weird in general. It's something that really shouldn't be copyrighted, in my opinion, because it's like we've been saying, it's something that everyone listens to it. It's not. It's also something that you don't just listen to once. It's not like showing a movie on stream. You know what I'm saying? Like,
In some ways, it kind of is. You still pay for it.
You really pay for it? You could go up and look up any Drake song or any like big name artist song on YouTube, and it'll still come up.
Yeah, but the copyright law isn't for people like that. It's for people, the smaller people that, like, you know, that the album sales and like getting noticed by anybody is like super important. Those like indie developers that develop those games that have really really good soundtracks and then everybody pirates it, like it sucks because that's how they make their money. Like Drake isn't going to be affected by somebody pirating their album, but like, you know, like a small developer, like the people that made like Spark the Electric Jester or something like that, like taking their music would just be like wrong. Like you should always support it when you can.
I get that part. I'm more saying like it there should be a limit. Like playing it in the background of something shouldn't be bounds for copyright. Because I don't think you're claiming the music as your own. That's like the last.
No, I agree.
That's like, or even with streaming, I don't get why Twitch did that whole thing where every copyright music now is banned on stream. Was the dumbest decision Twitch has ever made, in my opinion. Here we are. We're living in that age.
Yeah, the music industry is really, really, really like particular about how its artists are used and everything that goes into it. There's a reason why you don't see a lot of people being DJs. Like DJing is very expensive. Like if you really want to take it seriously, like you're gonna be shoving like just the music alone. Let's say I got like 300 tracks from YouTube. That's at minimum $1 to $5 a song. And that's just the music. That doesn't even count equipment or everything else, licensing and all that other crap. It's so complicated. Like it really is. Like music really shouldn't be this like difficult. Like everybody should just have the ability to play whatever the hell they want. Like you're clearly not making any money off it. Why does it matter?
Hear me out. Every fighting game should have a soundtrack that is copyright free that TOs can use. It should be built into the game onto the tournament mode where it doesn't have to be activated. It just automatically is there, so it's safe for stream.
But most of the time it is. Like every song in Dragon Ball FighterZ is actually safe to stream, except the DLC stuff. And the same applies to most of BB Tag.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's just like that one song. Literally, it's the I Burn song, right? That's it.
I think there's some Persona song that also runs into a problem. Oh, and Red Like Roses. That's another no-no song.
What I'm suggesting is such an easy fix to the already existing problem.
It's more complicated than it sounds. There's a lot of like suits and
Oh, I
ties
bet.
involved
But
in this.
I'm not in the industry, and I'm more than willing saying I'm ignorant to it. There's going to be hurdles. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just trying to like suggest a simple solution.
Yeah, the problem is that like they're just trying to make money. They don't want to lose money. I can't blame them for making it as complicated as possible, but it is very annoying that it applies to everything.
Yeah, but most of the time, the people who are making the most money are the apps you use to listen to music, like the Spotify's, the Apple Music, the shit like that.
They take a large portion of profit. I think they do like 10 or 20% off of every like song or whatever, which isn't a lot until you take into consideration how many times people listen to one particular song. You know what? On that subject, I actually did the math on this just out of curiosity. Did you know that Baby Shark actually made like close to $1 billion in ad revenue? No, maybe not a billion. Let me
That's
do this again.
crazy.
It's close to a billion. I think it's like 800 million or something like that.
Wait, what? What did?
Baby Shark.
I did not know this.
It,
To be honest,
yeah,
I
just in ad revenue.
I'm not shocked. That song was so massive. How much do you think Harlem Shake or Gangnam Style has made?
Not nearly as much. I think the two biggest songs when it comes to like that are Justin Bieber's
True.
fucking the one with the song with Daddy Yankee. I can't remember it. That and Baby Shark are probably the two biggest ones. Yeah, anything children's song related is like massive profit. Coco Melon just like dominates a lot of YouTube.
It's crazy that I've never even seen Coco Melon.
actually.
Well, you're not 4, so that's expected.
Yeah, I know, but like
You're not.
it doesn't even pop up in my feed and shit. But
Why
yeah,
would
I've
it?
heard of Coco Melon, and I've even seen like their intro because I remember when PewDiePie was doing their intro.
If you really want to see Coco Melon, bro, just switch over to YouTube Kids. Like, think about it. Like, some kid puts on Baby Shark, and then, like, they're brain rotted, so they just keep putting it on. The song is played at least 9 times. That's an ad revenue every time the song plays. Like, it just makes money.
Yeah, plus all the teachers using that shit too, like the preschool teachers and shit. Hey, it makes more sense now.
And it kind of applies the same thing to like music. I feel like music is in a really weird situation. Certain artists could just like crank out songs and they'll just work. They'll just be popular. People will listen to it even if it isn't very good, or not. I don't want to judge too many artists and how they do their music, but I do think a lot of these songs that are made nowadays are straight up made for ads.
I mean, that's pretty fair.
Still,
That's pretty fair. I'm not gonna. I don't want to judge people on what they listen to, but I can see what you're saying.
art is subjective.
Yeah, and it always will be.
So the simple solution to this, what a lot of games do, even like Cyberpunk does it, is that they have a streamer mode. I don't think I've ever seen a fighting game with a streamer mode. Like one that will just mute the copyrighted soundtrack or anything like that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe City of the Wolves actually has a streamer mode.
Oh, really?
I believe so. I could be wrong.
We can Google it.
Let me just let me Google it real quick. Does City streamer mode?
I'm enjoying this BB tag footage you got on.
Hey, TNS man, they always put on some good shit.
Yeah. Tong's the homie. What a cool guy. And everybody else at the TNS crew. They're all really, really cool. I will 100% drink with them.
I've never met them. I imagine they're cool people, so I can't say anything about
Uh,
my experience with them.
oh yeah, they're super chill. They'll talk about any game and anything. Like they just like
Okay, I was wrong. Fatal
yeah.
Fury does not have a streamer mode, but what you can do is go into the like jukebox settings, make your own playlist of non-copyrighted music, and use that for your stream. So you basically have to make your own.
Oh, interesting. Wipeout had something similar to that.
I guess you could do that in Tekken 8, because Tekken 8 has the same thing with the jukebox mode.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I thought there was a streamer mode. My bad.
Where you can even select
No,
songs for certain stages too in Tekken 8.
that's cool. That should be a feature in like more games, but they usually
Dude, I
like
listened to the Yodel song in Tekken 8.
oh the sheep stage in Tekken 6. Yeah, that stage is cool.
That stage is awesome.
You could punch sheep, and they'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, and you have the yodeling in the background.
I still can't do an Electric Wing contest.
I just figured out how to do that like last year.
Dude, I can't do it, and I play on leverless.
It just takes practice.
I've just come to realize I'm not a Tekken player.
If it makes you feel any better, I also can't do Electric Godfist, but I don't play 3D fighters, so that's on me.
Virtual Fighter 6 might be my first. I am being so serious when I say this. Dude, the more I look at it, the more I want to play it.
There hasn't been any competition as far as 3D fighters go. Like, what was the last 3D fighter you could think of? Soul Calibur 6?
Tekken 8!
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tekken 8, yeah. Tekken 7.
Well, okay, other than Tekken. Because
Nothing.
Tekken literally dominates that market.
That is true.
Because you're kind of right. SoCal 6 came out, what, 10 years ago now?
When did Virtual Fighter 5 come out? It was either
Like-
that or
2018?
Virtual Fighter 5.
I want to say like 2018, 2017. It was when I was in high school.
I just want to say, since we're talking about 3D fighters, bring back Buddy Roar. That's all I want.
I don't trust Bloody Roar.
Dude, Bloody Roar will never come back.
You're never gonna get the same developers. It won't be the same.
I don't care, bring it back. That game was fun.
Let's bring back Darkstalkers. I want a new Capcom game.
Yes! Yes! Let's bring back Darkstalkers.
Preferably a Capcom game
game.
that I can block in the air. That's kind of what I want.
Dude, I've been wanting a new Darkstalkers for so long. But I feel like I'm just like the only person screaming into the void that wants it still.
Oh no, there's a lot of people that want it. It's just that most people didn't actually play Darkstalkers. They just kind of want it because they think it looks cool.
Well, I went back and I played VSAB, bro. Like every time I play that game, I have a smile on my face, and I'm just mashing buttons. I don't really know what I'm doing, but goddamn, is that game fun?
Oh shit! Sorry, I was just watching this Midori Waldstein combo. This is cool.
Sam Squanch is broken in that game. I do know that.
I remember the Bloody Roar. I thought wasn't the rabbit broken?
Isn't My Hero One Justice 3 announced? I think
guess
about
that's
it.
a 3D fighter if you want to count that.
No, that's
Dude.
an arena fighter.
Dude,
Yeah.
but like it's like low key like one of the better ones.
There's only like 3 that are good.
Well, you got
Honest to
Ninja
God.
Storm 4.
I don't even count. Well, okay. Which is the one that's on the Wii? The one that's played competitively. It was only released in Japan or something.
Taikai, some shit, Tension, Tai Connection.
Yeah,
Clash
Johnny
Ninja.
actually won like. Yeah, it might be Clash of Ninja. Johnny won Otaku for that. I think he won Otaku. He like won or got really high in it or something. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that game is like really really good. More people should like play it.
Yeah, I remember playing One Justice, the first one, and actually liking it.
Oh, here's I guess a 3D fighter. You got Fate Unlimited Code. That's a game that people still play and is kind of a 3D fighter. The only arena fighter that I think is still competitive is probably Kill la Kill If.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need Kuro's help. He'll know.
Bleach! Rebirth of Souls.
That's an arena fighter.
Fuck. Fuck everybody. I don't know.
So what's...
There's nothing wrong with arena fighters. I think they're fun. I just like, would you want to play that game for money?
Fuck
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Only game
I'll
I'm
play.
playing for money.
I'll play
Is
Tekken
not
8 for
nothing.
money because that's a well-designed game. To an extent. I don't think it's as good as Tekken 7, but that's just biasness. I still think it's a good game.
No.
No, that's
Tekken
just
7 was like low-key boring.
That's just the...
But that's what I like about it.
Tekken 7 is just a better made game.
Yeah, Tekken 7 is much more
you
foot
just
space.
backdash the whole time until someone whips a button and then...
And in Tekken 8, you just press random buttons and watch random colors come out of those random buttons because everybody's aggressive.
Yeah, and it's way better.
No, it's not.
I love
because
seeing colors flash on the screen.
I prefer rock, paper, scissors to not only be rock.
Well, I'm a rock thrower, bitch.
That's okay. They made the game for you.
I still don't play it.
Yep. That's fighting games in a nutshell. That's also why Mortal Kombat is never like more than 100 entrances at EVO.
Dude, it's so sad. Like, it's like, dude, how do they have such a big fucking
It ain't that sad, to be honest. Like,
Speaking of Mortal Kombat,
audience? Like, it's huge. It's fucking huge, dude. I've met more people that go, yeah, I play Mortal Kombat than they go, yeah, I play Street Fighter.
so I mean, like, it's Mortal Kombat to me is like on the same category as like Call of Duty. Like, fucking everybody knows and played Mortal Kombat at some point or another. But playing it competitively, that's something that's very rare. Like someone that actually travels to tournaments or goes to online brackets or like studies frame data or any of that crap. Like, there's plenty of people that will just like mash buttons in that game, and it's a really fun game to do that. But
dude, no,
there's just not a lot of people playing it.
They'll look at you very weirdly, and they go, "Oh, you're one of those guys." You're one of those guys.
If your favorite thing about Mortal Kombat is the gore or fatalities, you don't actually play Mortal Kombat, and I've been saying that forever.
I like Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat X in particular was like one of my favorite games to watch. I would never play it. I tried. I gave Jason an honest shot, and I tried to learn combos and neutral, but then like after playing the game for a couple weeks, I'm just like, nah, I'm not really feeling it. And I couldn't really find any character. I tried like 9 different characters in that game.
I was playing MK1 last night. I was getting so pissed.
So I got so mad at MK that he hopped on Sonic Racing and he said, I'm having a good time.
Well, dude, I was literally fucking playing player matches, dude. I'm playing like Ghostface, Homeland, like...
Why are you playing my main?
Characters. And people are like playing their mains in fucking player matches, teabagging me and shit. And this is like the first like 3 people I play against. And I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not even... We're in player matches, dude.
Wait, who were they
Why are we
playing, though?
taking this like a super sweaty set in fucking player matches? And I'm not even playing my main.
Because it's Mortal Kombat, man.
Then I switched to Baraka, and I start shitting on them. And I get on the mic, and I was like, yeah, you better watch who you're fucking teabagging. If you're gonna do this shit, go play in ranked.
The fact that there's a mic in that game is very funny. Like, of all games, that's the one you decided to give a mic. That's hilarious. I can't wait to be called, like, slurs I didn't even know existed.
I honestly think every fighting game should have an open mic. Personally.
No, thank you.
Yeah, everyone, like, dude, you can just mute them. It's fine.
Nah, you can't in certain... Did you know that Street Fighter 4 actually had voice chat? And here's a funny thing about the voice chat. It actually lagged the game. So people would, like, blast their mic with, like, random shit on their Kinect just to get the game to lag.
That's fucked up.
You got hit? Scream into the mic so you fuck up their combo.
I have no idea why it did that, but it is very funny.
See, Mortal Kombat doesn't have that issue.
Yeah, you could always mute that in MK.
My favorite thing about Mortal Kombat is quitalities. I think that's a great addition. That's such a good idea.
Dude, one time I was watching somebody play MK, and they quit right as they got, like, final hit, and I legitimately thought that the dude hit a brutal. And he goes, oh, quitality. And I was like, what? Like, what?
Yeah, that's really good, because, like, I hate it when you're playing a fighting game and you're, like, playing a rank match, and the dude quits, but then you don't get the points because they quit. Like, MK fixes that with the quitality, because it forces you into a cutscene, so it, like, logs it in. which is really smart from a developer standpoint.
And it also glorifies like them. I shouldn't say glorifies them quitting, but like you get what I'm saying. It glorifies you getting them to quit, making them so
Mhm.
mad they quit.
Fatalities are
MK
great.
community's just fucked up, bro. They're so funny. Especially the randoms online. They think they're the best thing ever since sliced bread and barely know how to play a fucking fighting game.
6 arrogant.
Yeah, it's always. I try to stay humble when it comes to like playing fighting games, but sometimes I don't want to. You know?
Dude, it's only the MK casuals who are like this. I swear to God, it's only the MK casuals.
Dude, the
It's
MK casuals are dog shit too. Like they're so bad at MK, and I don't understand how they think they're good.
well,
Like,
to be
dude,
we all went through that mentality where we thought we were hot shit, and then like you played someone that actually knows how to play a fighting game, and you're like, oh, I've been playing this game wrong the entire time. But not everybody is willing to admit that.
No, that's what I mean. That's how the MK community is worse. They're the worst with it. You can beat someone 20-0, and they'll still
and they
talk.
still think they're good.
Yeah, they'll still talk to you like you're garbage, and they're the best just because of the way you play. If you play if you block or throw, they get mad.
If you
So
tech
you're not
their
playing the game
throws, they
right.
start getting mad.
It's so funny. It's fucking hilarious.
When they do make a new Mortal, well, they announced a new Mortal Kombat, didn't they?
Dude, I had a dream where Injustice
No,
3
they
got
haven't
confirmed.
announced anything, but a lot of leaks are saying it's Injustice 3.
Honest to
Like I
God,
said,
dude, I saw
I had
something
a
that said,
dream
oh,
where it got leaked that Injustice 3 was coming out. And I like, dude, I'm going to get a little conspiracy theory. I literally have dreams about the future. Like, this has happened to me before where I'll have, like, deja vu, and I'm like, holy shit, this happened in my fucking dream. So, like, I think it's Injustice 3, dude. I'm not going to lie.
So I got some bad news. There has been a little bit of water going around with Warner Brothers and all the really stupid decisions that they've been making as far as losing money. Rumor has it they might cut NetherRealm from Warner Brothers,
Thank fucking God. Get him out of there.
which is good because it
Thank
gives them
God. Get him
freedom to
out of
do
there.
whatever they want. But it's
I
bad
don't
because
think that's
you'll never get
good.
another Injustice 3 ever.
It's not that.
I
Think
don't give a
about the
fuck. Sell him
budget
to
of
Disney. We can get a
MK
Marvel
going
fighting
way
game
down.
made by NRS. That'll make my day.
So MK will probably not have as many features in the future. So what? As long as the gameplay is fine. I think that's the thing that a lot of these
Gameplay will
fighting games
actually
have been
probably be
focusing
better.
too hard on.
They won't have Warner Brothers release dates anymore, where it's every 2 years.
Yeah, they also don't have to worry about constantly putting in DLC with collabs and shit. They can like focus heavily on the characters they already have and balance them correctly.
Dude, I remember when Rufo Manga called MK fans idiots for wanting MK characters in an MK game. And then his next video was him wanting, I think, Third Strike characters in Street Fighter 6. Just with like the little cherry on top. I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, dude, you cannot tell a whole community, no, you're not allowed to have Sonya. But like, I'm so happy we got Conan. Fucking like, dude, I haven't even seen Conan played competitively. I'll be real. I went to Combo Breaker. I didn't see one.
Yeah, that's that Warner Brothers. Like, we got to put a Warner Brothers character in the game. Like, Conan's cool. I think he's a great fit for the MK universe, but
I think Conan's one of the worst like characters you could have chosen. Way to speak to boomers. Are you fucking kidding me? People
who do you think?
don't know
Who do you think
Conan
is buying the game? I hate to break it to you. It's not people.
People who are like 20 and 22, 23. Yeah, that's the most people that I've seen play the game. I don't
Not
see
Mortal
people that are
Kombat.
40 to 50-year-old.
Mortal Kombat. A lot of people I know that are in like their 40s and 50s buy Mortal Kombat just to mash buttons. Like, they like the story mode, they like the arcade mode, they like all the other things in the game except actually playing, like, you know, online and stuff, which is fine. Like I'm not gonna judge how people spend their money. If you want to be a casual and you want to stay a casual, and you're just like okay with that, there's nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with just enjoying the game for enjoying the game. But as soon as you start talking shit to someone that actually plays the game competitively, that's where you fucked up, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the problem with the MK casuals, bro. They act like they're
Warner Bros. And NetherRealm need to realize
like,
that they need to cater towards their more competitive casuals, like me.
No,
Like
the competitive scene doesn't buy video games. Sorry, that's why Smash is so popular.
You're right, but after the game is out and we're on the patches, like
Street Fighter
they're not
6 would have
listening.
not been popular either if it weren't for that story mode.
Yeah, you're right, but like I said, after a while, we should stop listening to the casuals.
Street Fighter 6 had great
Especially when
marketing.
we're on like year 2. We should not be nerfing like the stupid shit that they nerf. When most of the people
Dude,
don't
day
even play
3,
against the
literally
stupid
like
shit in
day
the game.
3, they nerfed Cyrax.
MK's always had that problem with like balancing, where they just balance shit randomly, or like they're just they'll just do stuff. Like I swear that they have like a.
It's way too much. Why are we nerfing Scorpion's teleport from a mid to a high?
Mm.
Like legit. Why did that ever happen?
Because the casuals complained. That's why. That's literally the reason why.
There's also another thing too. When you balance games, especially a competitive one, when you're relying on viewership for like Evo and streams and stuff like that, it's important to like give the lower characters another chance, so that way you can get more screen time and not see the same characters over and over again. They probably made the DLC characters very good, for that reason.
Yeah, dude, MK has had the same top tiers for like a year and a half now. They've nerfed Homelander since he's come out, and that character's still top 1 in the game.
Busted.
Yeah, he's a zoner, isn't he?
Nope.
No,
He's a mix-up
rush
character, dude. Yeah, he's mix-up as hell. It's more of high-low, right?
High-low or command grab.
That's what I thought.
I
was gonna say it's the flight cancel fucking mix that gets me, dude. Because you can never tell if that character's in the air or on the ground.
Flight canceling in a game like MK sounds like hell.
It's not as hard, but like it's when you're playing
dealing with
against it. Oh my god, bro! It's like
yeah.
when I play against Sal's Homelander, I legit start to rage out because I cannot tell if this fucker's on the ground or in the air because his on the ground stance is him flying.
Yeah.
So it's just hard. Like it's legitimately hard to tell when you don't play that game competitively and you just play it like casually competitively. You're not fucking playing tournaments, but you know how to play the game.
Does Mortal Kombat have a tutorial mode?
I never needed it, so I don't know.
I don't play it. It does, but I don't play it. I haven't played Mortal Kombat's tutorial mode in probably
tutorial since I was 9
years. Genuinely.
I was
you never
literally
thought
9 years old.
Well, you never like tried to see like what's available there? Like maybe it has some stuff that you didn't know.
I've never thought about it. Genuinely, because I know it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people who like Mortal Kombat are gonna play Mortal Kombat. That's it. Like you can't convince the casuals to play Mortal Kombat. Like it's not gonna happen. To actually like play the game. They're there for what they're there for. Like you said, they're there to play arcade mode, mash buttons, and watch the story.
There's also another thing with MK fans, they don't diversify in their games. They only play MK. I've rarely ever seen an MK player that will play anything else, but I've seen anime players and Street Fighter players that will go to other games. They'll learn like Smash
two
and
MK
stuff.
players that definitely branch out.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's rare.
But you are right. It's very rare where we see like think about top players that play other games. The only one that I can rip that comes like right off the top of my head is obviously Sonic Fox. But and I think doesn't Rewind play different games too?
Possibly. I don't know much about the MK scene.
Street Fighter 6 at the last tournament he was at. Like I saw him playing.
I was gonna say, I think I've seen him play like Marvel and other games. Like I legit think Rewind does play other games, but he's not top level in those other games.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Fox actually is. except for in City of the Wolves.
Sonic Fox is a very interesting player because they're very, very good at finding what's broken. But then and I'm not dissing Sonic Fox like here because I think he's a phenomenal player and he deserves all the credit that he gets. But I do think that there is like a tendency thing where it's kind of the Jaywong situation where they're just playing multiple games all the time and not really sticking with one. So MK and Skullgirls in particular are probably their best games right now outside of Fighters. I don't know if they're still playing Fighters or not.
I don't think so.
No, they're not playing Fighters right now.
Because I think Inzem is running Fire. Like, I think he
They
won
said they're gonna
CEO
focus
and Combo Breaker this year.
I think after Final Combat,
I
they
could
said
be
they're
wrong,
gonna
though.
focus on like Token and 2XKO.
2XKO,
The next
yeah.
games they focused on. I think that's what
Everyone.
Sonic said in his tweet. I can't remember. It was something like that. I could relook up the tweet real quick if you want me to, but it's from a while. It was like from Evo, so it's about a month ago now.
I have a feeling that I'm gonna play Tokon, and day one I'm gonna find something so horrendously broken that it's gonna make me like debate if I want to keep playing the game or not. I just have that feeling.
Well, the beta comes out soon, does it not? Like next weekend?
Beta's only 4 characters. There's still archetypes that they haven't shown in the game. We don't got big bodies. We don't got grapplers. We barely have zoners.
Who's the 4 characters in the beta?
It's Storm, Captain, Doom, and
Like I said, I'm a Captain America main
or Miss Marvel, I think was the other one.
It was Miss Marvel. It was the Evo build. It was just the Evo build. So Star-Lord, Doom.
So 6 characters. Yeah, Doom, Storm, Star-Lord, Miss Marvel, and Cap.
Can we talk about how some of these people that are going to all of these tournaments get massive legs up on these upcoming games, while people like me that don't travel have to wait for the game to literally come out, and we're basically on day 0 while they're on day 7? Like, it's getting ridiculous, dude. So many people have had time with 2XKO where it's basically they're on month 3, and I'm going to be on day 2.
Well, we did play the week, like, for a week.
That's what I mean. Is we got into Alpha Lab 1, right? We played for those 3 days, and then we're going to get back into this beta, and it's going to be like day 2 for us, while the people that have been going to tournament after tournament, it's going to be like month 3 for them. They already know how this game's played. They already know what the buttons do. They already know some of the frame data. I don't know all the block strings and what to do.
I don't think anybody knows the frame data, to be honest.
I don't think no one knows the frame data.
I might be reaching with frame data, but you get what I'm saying.
Right. Well, that's like a normal thing. Tekken 7 was in Japan for a year before it was released anywhere else.
It's just, I hate that that's a normal thing. It shouldn't be. We should all be getting the game at the same time. I'm not saying don't do these tests at the tournaments, because honestly, it's a great thing that they do that. I don't want them to stop. But can we get the game before we get it tested at 3 different Evos? 2XKO has been at Evo for like 3 times now.
Yeah, I'm about to be honest with you, man. I'm not really that excited for 2XKO. Like, when it comes out, I'll try it. It's free, obviously, but like, I'm way more excited for Tokon.
What if Tokon doesn't come out for another 5 years, and people in the Vegas side or in Florida get to play it way before people like us in Michigan?
It is what it is.
Fucked up, dude. That's what it is.
It is fucked up, but you know what I learned? Just because you got the game for a year doesn't mean you're going to be better than me.
True. That is damn true.
That is super true.
I'm going to show up on Tokon, bro. I literally said I'm making people uninstall this game. I'm making sure I make people refund that game.
I don't know. After playing 2XKO in the Alpha Lab, I've been feeding to play that game again. I've been talking about playing this game again for over a year now. So
I'm excited to play it. Do we know when the codes are going to be rolling out?
Some of the most fun I had in a fighting game since MKX. Generally, the most fun I've played in a fighting game since MKX, because it felt like I could do whatever the fuck I wanted. It finally felt like a game where I wasn't limited. Where like these past few games that like even in Street Fighter 6, I feel super limited. Or even in MK1 where I feel super limited in what I can do. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just me. That's more of my problem with like the newer fighting games. Like everything feels like you're just limited to what the character what characters can do. That's why I thought MK1 was gonna be different with the assists, but the assists just make it even more limited.
I've always liked that whole concept of unique assists for characters. Well, I don't. The assist concept for MK is weird because MK has never really had like something like that. I am a big fan of variations though. Like having different variations for characters are cool.
I don't mind variations, especially the way MKX did it.
Yeah, I want variations back. I always thought they were cool.
But
Yeah, it was always really cool to see how creative they could get with those variations.
I thought it was cooler
MKX,
that like it diversified some of the players. Like you could tell Tom Brady Sub-Zero was different than any other Sub-Zero player, and it's not just because he was playing Grandmaster, but it helped. It helped.
That's the sign of a good game when you can have two people play the same character and you could just tell like who's who because the character allows that diversity.
That was
it's
MKX,
something
dude.
We're running into a situation recently where that's gonna become more like less common.
It would be common as long as I'm playing these goddamn games.
Well, the games are getting simple, right? So if you're doing something simple, why would you overcomplicate yourself?
Because I like that.
But it's not optimal.
Think. It doesn't matter if it's optimal. Oh shit.
It's because like the game was super simple, but there was a lot like you could do with the character. You know what I'm saying? Like it. I don't know if anyone felt that way, but like it genuinely felt like you could play these characters differently.
You could play Alawi either as a grappler or a whiff punish character, like legit. She had the tools for both.
Oh man,
simple always.
I hope they don't.
It doesn't always mean like you're like super limited. Like look at BB Tag on the surface level; it's really simple, but there's still a lot of shit you can do in that game.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and say my opinion on this because I get this question a lot, and I want to go ahead and say my state. BB Tag is not an easy game to play. It takes a lot of really hidden knowledge in the game that requires you to like sometimes actually learn from the source where they're actually doing their stuff. But CF also had this problem. The main difference between the two, in my opinion, was the execution. They made the buttons easier to press. You still have to connect the dots. You still got to get the combo to work. The neutral is still the same, but they simplified the buttons.
That's what I'm saying.
And
just because a game is inherently simple doesn't mean you're taking away less to learn or less characters can do. That's what I was trying to say.
You're right, but let me go ahead and explain it in another sense. So Tekken 7 is another game that requires quite a lot of execution for certain characters. Like for example Hayachi or something. But I'm going to assume in Tekken 8, they probably made it a lot easier for him to convert off his stuff. He still has access to the same tools he's always had, right? But because the game is different and simpler, the pro players can now do the things simply as well as the casual players. So the game really didn't get easier, it just got simpler. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying in that sense. Most people get this assumption that like auto combos are like bad, and I'm like, well, I mean, you don't have to do them.
Nah, to me it's
I just don't want auto combos to be optimal combos. That's it.
They usually aren't.
I'm trying to explain this better.
Like I know Net Impact had a while where its auto combo was basically just the optimal shit that you should do. But now it's not like I know the meta's actually developed in that game, but I'm not fucking playing that shit, dude. That shit is like bull. get the game.
Yeah, I mean, I told people, like, when you buy an 18 game, you gotta let it cook for the first patch, because they never get it right the first patch. It's always a broken mess. You're playing a beta. And it applied to literally every game they've ever made. Street Fighter 4, Marvel 3, Tatsunoko, like, every single one had some stupid broken thing that they're just like, oh, whoops, I thought it was gonna be cool. And then they eventually fix it.
In Hunter x Hunter, it looks like everything is like that.
Dude, they have been showing what is his name? Lenario or whatever is the dude's name? That character is
Leorio?
busted. Oh my god.
Dude, that's who I play, and
The
he
only
is
time
so
he will ever
good.
be busted.
He's so good. Dude, I was
I've
playing him in the beta, he was carrying my team.
I've seen 7 different touch of deaths. Like all 300%. Like all 3 characters were stuck in an unblockable and died. That's crazy. Well, you got Marvel. You want a Marvel? We got Marvel.
Dude, I probably once the Hunter x Hunter's netcode gets fixed, I'm picking it up. I will admit. I'm just waiting for the netcode to get better, and everybody is saying it still hasn't.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know if they will, because that game fucking tanked.
Exactly.
I was excited for it, and then they announced Tokon. I'm like, well.
I'm not that excited for Tokon. I'll be real. It really just looks like another ArcSys game, and I'm not impressed by ArcSys right now.
That's fair.
Everyone's been glazing the shit out of ArcSys, and particularly Strive. I've been hearing a lot of glaze on Strive, and I don't have fun playing that game. I can't think of a single matchup that I'm like, ooh, I like playing this matchup. There's not one. I hate every single character in that game. I hate fighting Sol, I hate fighting Kai, I hate fighting Mei, I hate fighting Testament, I hate fighting everybody.
Strive is just different than what I'm used to. My first Guilty Gear game was plus R, so going to Strive just felt odd. Like, it didn't feel right. I didn't feel like I was playing Guilty Gear. I felt like I was playing, like, Street Fighter. Or maybe not Street Fighter. More like Under Night. I probably pissed off a bunch of people saying that statement.
Yeah, it's okay.
Strive just doesn't feel right. Like, that's the best way to put it. It's just, it doesn't feel right.
To a lot of people, Strive was their first fighting game. So I do think that, like, that bias affects them a lot. I really, maybe because I've been playing fighting games for a long time, and I try to, like, play as many as I could, but there's something satisfying about your game not getting patches anymore. Like, it is what it is, and you just have to, like, adapt to it.
I can't say the same. My first fighting game was MK9.
Your game gets way too many patches.
Yep.
Like, the only game that I dealt with that many patches was Fighters.
But it had Kratos, and that made it sick.
Fighters is a broken mess half the time, dude.
Dude, this newest patch,
awesome.
I don't like it. I mean, no, that's a lie. I think the game is super fun to go on training mode and lab out stuff. I think it's a broken mess when it comes to playing it competitively.
You should just play with me, dude.
Wait, what?
You should just play that game with me, dude. We should
Fighters?
play Fighters. Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of decent at that game.
Dude, that was like the first fighting game I took competitively, like serious, and really got good in. And that game is just so special to me because it made me go back and try a lot of retro games like Heritage for the Future that I've really come to appreciate fighting games in general, like just in general. If it wasn't for Fighters, I don't think I would be where I'm at today in like fighting games.
Ironically, Strive is like that for a lot of people as well. Like, it's the game that got them into other fighting games. Like, they're like, oh, this game's kind of fun. Let me try out, like, Under Night, or, you know, God forbid they go into the weird shit.
Like, I really loved MKX and Injustice, but I was one of those guys. Like, I was one of those guys that only played MK and Injustice. But then Fighters opened my eyes.
Yeah, the main success for Fighters was literally the IP. They could have made that game out Arena Fighter and people would have bought it. But
I'm talking to piss off so many people, but the IP isn't even what got me into it. Dragon Ball Fighters is what made me watch Dragon Ball.
So let me tell you about my experience for my first Dragon Ball Fighters tournament. I did not win. and the TO forgot to buy DLC, so the character that I did play at the time wasn't even available. But let me tell you, man, I have never seen that many entrances in any local tournament for a game that didn't have a pop bonus or like a major scene. Like, day one fighters was crazy packed. People were making $200, $300 a week on just fighters tournaments.
That's insane. I wish I was there.
But that was like, once fighters came out, the mentality for a lot of like fighting game players kind of changed. People didn't really do money matches anymore. People started playing online more.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Downfall
Go
of
use
game
bathroom.
matches and money matches, bro, not existing anymore. The FQC is so sad to me.
I do think
I miss the
money
old
matches
days
should be essential.
of the LTC
They
versus Viscott kind of things, where people are literally talking shit to each other right in their face, telling them you fucking suck, or you're fucking broke. Come back and play me for some real money, and then we can talk. But now people are.
I'm indifferent.
Only will play for like $1,000 for a first to 3. I'm like, dude, who the fuck is gonna do that? We're playing a fucking video game. Calm down. You're not that special, dude.
It's just a different mentality. I think people are less about the whole shit talk like era and more about like they just want to play the game and chill. Which is why games have been getting a lot more simpler, because we're trying to get more casuals into the mix.
Yeah, but
and
there's Marvel Rivals, bro. Everyone's shit talking everyone on that game. You can't go a game like 3 games without someone getting shit talking the chat.
Alright, first off, that's a free-to-play team shooter. You are gonna deal with the most toxic people imaginable. Like, it might as well be League.
Yeah, even League isn't that bad.
But, like, most people aren't gonna buy Street Fighter 6 and then be like, oh, let me money match. For that, you just go to a tournament and win it legitimately. Or, also, nobody really has money on them, particularly cash. So anytime people do money matches nowadays, it's usually just like a cash app or something, but then at that point it's just kind of like whatever.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, I want to see someone play for some petty shit sometimes, like your shoelaces.
I mean, we've done that, but it's the reason why money matches were so good from a competitive standpoint is that it forces you to play with something on the line. Even if it's something
the game you own or some shit like that. I want to see some something personal about it.
But most people don't want to do that. They just want to like play the game and then go home.
I just don't get. I don't think you're exactly right about the shit talking, because I still see shit talking to this day by all these professionals.
It's a different type of shit talk. Like, trust me, man.
It's not the same.
The stuff I saw, people were getting like stabbed and shit.
I was gonna say, you're not even hearing like. Remember Viscott versus LTG? You're never gonna hear. You're never gonna get the taste of my dick out of your mouth. Nobody deserved that anymore.
To be honest, like, no offense to LTG, but you had that coming. Like, if you actually like Viscott's such a fucking nice guy, man.
But you get what I'm saying. Like, nobody's gonna be saying that type of shit anymore. It's more. It's nicer now. It's nicer shit.
Well, it was personal. That's what it was.
That one was dude. He did. LTG did it. Like, from some of the shit that he said about Viscott, that's like, bro.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. He's a really nice guy. But I don't like talking shit about anybody, even if they kind of deserve it.
No, that whole situation was funny. The way even LTG was talking shit before the game even started, dude. When he came up and he was like, "This man looks like a zombie out of The Walking Dead," or some shit like that. Looking like he got his clothes out of Target.
Dude, I don't understand how he could talk that much shit and then just get on. Like, dude, how are you so confident just to like fail? Do you not know your own skill?
I feel like the people that are quiet are usually the scariest when it comes to like those kind of matches, because they're it's like I could shit talk, right? But I'm not here to shit talk. I'm here to win. So I'm gonna shut up and win.
Or like, dude, we're never getting another F Champ either, man. F Champ was a good shit
Thank,
talker too.
thank God. Fuck that guy. I will talk shit about that guy.
I don't care what you. I don't care if you don't like him. You gotta admit, he at least was good at. He was entertaining with the shit talking.
I respect his play. He is very good at Marvel. He is a piece of shit person.
Yeah, you could have that opinion of him. I'm not trying to disagree with your opinion of him or say anything or change your opinion. I'm talking about the entertainment of it.
It wasn't very entertaining when you were there.
He was a great entertainer. He made you want to either root for him or made you want to wait till he can't lose. Or
F-Champ created this like mentality where everybody wanted to be like a shitty villain, and like, no, I don't want people to do that. Like, be as much as a lot of people don't like him. I think Punk is a great villain, like, because he's good at the game, and that's what he does. Like, he shit talks, yeah, but he deserves his shit talk. Like, he obviously like won all this stuff to qualify it.
Compare us to like the UFC. I think we're like the perfect comparison to the UFC. I want more Conor McGregors, bro. I want more Punks. I want people to be talking their shit sometimes, and the Khabibs too, where people are just quiet and then they go fuck them up in the ring.
I think that's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Like, you're gonna have to wait till like newer games come out, because a lot of these top players, they're just there to play the game. Like, they want to avoid that drama, that shit talk, that like. Trust me, man, we've had our fair share. We're done.
The problem is people take it too seriously now. Like the internet and Twitter and like all the Twitter nerds.
It should be like wrestling, where it's like a little fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but in the case of those situations, it wasn't. That was not fake at all. That was real.
No,
like people were actually like fighting each other.
Now it should be more of a show. Like, I don't understand why. Like, Punk is great at being an actor.
Well, they sort of do that. Like, Evo's been trying to hype up certain matches and certain rotations.
Yeah, but you can't.
But like, it feels like only Punk is trying to be that. Like, he's the only one trying to actually be an entertainer instead of just a player.
Well, you can only go so far, man. At the end of the day, like, they gotta play the fighting game. Like,
I agree,
it doesn't really matter if people watch my stream or not.
If you want to get people to watch the stream, you got to be entertaining too. That's the thing. You know, I think Tom Brady put it best. We're more like the WWE than we are like the UFC. People don't actually care about, in like 5 to 10 years, what games you were good at, how many Evos you won. No one really gives a shit. Everyone will always forget the history of the games you were a part of, what you did for any fighting game culture. Like, I bet
people remember the player over the game.
If Sonic is still not on top, everyone will forget he's won 8 Evos now, or 90. How many ever Evos he's won? And they'll just. And
I'm not gonna forget.
Fucking wash.
People should talk Justin Wong forgetting that he has 8 Evo titles.
Justin Wong could literally play any game and like top. Like, that man's a machine.
Have you seen him play City of the Wolves, bro? He's insane at that fucking game.
Have you seen him play SNK too? I expect him to be.
No, I didn't know he really played SNK games until
That's what he was known for as an SNK and Marvel 2 player.
Yeah, until he started making videos on CVS2, the collection. I had no idea.
It's very interesting the way he plays too. It's super lame, like very patient, very.
Well, it's meant to piss you off.
Yeah, and it's actually something that I've kind of adopted in my playstyle. But it's super clever. It's just really, really hard to play that, to have that like mentality for every game. Which I don't think he does, but he does play very to the book. And
sometimes he plays aggressive defensive. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he's really good at adapting to situations. I have no complaints about Jay Wong. I would love to play Jay Wong in Marvel, even though I would know I get my ass kicked.
Oh, dude, I plan on money matching him.
I'm not talking shit about.
You are losing your money, my friend.
Oh, I know, but dude, it's gonna make a banger video.
I'm not talking shit about any of these players. I'm more talking about how the reality of the situation. Like, we should just play into like that effect. Like, it will get more people to watch, and then more money comes into the scene, and that's more money the players can make.
So, I want to give a special shout out. I want to give a special shout out to Donkon because Donkon does something similar with that with his Big 8 tournaments. In the Big 8 tournaments, if I remember correctly, it's either like he either like purposely manipulates the bracket so certain people fight against each other, or he has it randomized. So the entirety, like, there's no prize for Big 8. It's just to show like who you are and how good you could be with the situation that you're presented. That's why a lot of people try to win. Like, if you could win that tournament, that's like really big in the scene. But you also have other tournaments that do the more traditional style, like WNF.
Yeah, I just feel like there's no pride anymore, man. There's no pride. That's what I'm trying to say. People are not prideful in their game, in their gameplay. Or
We don't have any Vegetas.
We are prideful, but like, you know, too much pride is kind of cringe, and people will call you out on it. You could be prideful, but you gotta back your shit up. You can't just be a villain and suck at a game.
And you're just a clown.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what too many people are trying, and I'm just like, you're trying way too hard to be a villain, and I'm just like, man, you gotta be good at the game if you want to actually like me to take you seriously.
I don't want a villain. Like, I don't get why that's like the word that everybody like uses.
It's a villain. That's what it is. An antagonist.
I like the term "heel" is a better word.
Yeah, turn heel is kind of better.
I don't think heel is I mean, so when I'm saying like villain, I'm thinking about like people like Chris G. Chris G wasn't a necessarily bad guy. He was just dominating every bracket ever. Like,
I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever heard like a really bad take from Chris G. Most of the time, he just says, "I'm keeping my mouth shut."
Well, he had that one moment, but I'm not gonna bring that up.
You're saying one moment that I don't know, so I have no idea what you're talking about. But everybody has one bad take. But like most of the time,
this got his sponsor removed.
I know. Exactly
I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to bring it up. It's old history.
We might get in trouble.
But you get what I'm saying. Like, I never thought Chris G was a bad guy. I never thought he was a villain in real life. So I never really liked the word villain.
Well, that's the concept of a villain. A villain isn't necessarily a bad guy.
Like as heinous as people were saying, but it was pretty bad.
I'm not gonna get into the subject. That's the line I'm not gonna cross. But the point I'm trying to make is that like you don't necessarily need to be a bad guy to be a villain. You just need to be undefeated. That's what makes you a villain. Like what is it, McGregor dude you were talking about UFC? He probably went undefeated. That's what made him a villain. I mean, the shit talk helped too, right?
He wasn't undefeated, but he was a good fighter.
But like to some people,
fighter. He was a double champ, but he lost a few times in the UFC before he was a champion.
Yeah, like depending on the like the situation, you're always gonna have like to some people, Tom Brady is a villain, you know, because he's just like the Patriots are just winning everything. I mean, they used to. I don't know. I don't catch up with football, but
no, they suck now. They're terrible now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make is that like it's if you want to be a villain, you don't have to be a dick. You just have to like you just gotta win. You just gotta make it really annoying for people to play against you. I think that's the mentality that's changed over the years when it comes to fighting games, is that most people don't really want to be like mean. They just want to be, I don't know how to describe it. It's like yeah, I can't really come up with the right example. I would just say that like a lot of people just want to avoid drama and would prefer to just play the game, and that's why you don't really see like a lot of characters.
It's the only reason why people want to avoid drama so much now is because of the Twitter nerds. It's literally because of them, because they take so many shit out of like pocket, like out of context, and they try to dig for shit for you if they really, really don't like you. They'll go through everything you have ever done in your life to find like the worst thing you have ever said. And it could even be just like an out of context thing, like you're joking with some of your like closest friends, and it's a conversation that should never be taken seriously. But they'll find that one random clip post it on the contest and be like, look at how shitty this guy is. Look at what he said. Like, come on, dude. You're
But
telling me you've never said anything shitty with your friends or done anything shitty with your friends?
I did,
Dude, I got-
and it backfired tremendously. So I don't do it anymore. But yeah, no, a lot of those people, they're just looking for clout. They're just, you know, like I want to
They're
get the
just angry,
attention.
dude.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
That-
They're just angry.
that's true. And to be honest, they really don't know what they're angry about.
No, they're angry at themselves, most likely, bro.
Like they're just angry.
And that's the part that and for some reason, I feel like we got more of these people in the FGC than any other community for some reason. I don't know why we...
It's the competitive nature.
It's not. No, it's not necessarily that. It's because you're in that community and you see it the most. Trust me, dude. Have you seen the comic book community?
There are plenty of
There's
communities that
there's
are really bad.
Horrible takes in that shit, bro. And they're doing the same thing. Someone tried to do it to Comic Explain. I was like, does this really matter? All his content is literally just reading comic books out for the people that can't afford them.
Every community has its fair share of bad problems. The more popular something gets, the worse it appears. The problems that you see in things like Strive and Smash and Street Fighter and Tekken and whatever, they've been there forever. It hasn't changed. The only thing that's different now is that we have access to social media and everybody posts about it as soon as it happens.
No, Smash some
but
of it
there,
Smash is some of it deserved. They deserve to get hit shit on.
No,
those TOs
I agree.
Need to get out.
I agree, man. But there's a lot of.
I will never give Smash TOs money in my life because of how shitty they are.
That is a stupid mentality. No offense. Like, you can't blame 3 people for the entirety of a scene when the scene has thousands of players.
I'm not. I will go to our Smash locals. I'll give them money. I am not giving.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. I'm not giving.
Yeah, if you don't want to go to a major, that's fine, but
I will never go to their majors, bro. Never. Those people are super shitty, man. The people who run it. After what they did to Hacks, no. Fuck them. They don't deserve any of my money.
Smash has always been kind of an interesting thing. There was a time period I tried to play Smash 4 competitively, and the Smash scene in North Carolina in particular is very interesting because I saw some things that are really bad, and I also met some of the best people in my life through Smash tournaments. So it's a really weird contrast because I hear about these things. In many cases, I probably know someone involved, unintentionally. So, I don't know.
I'm not saying everyone in the Smash community is a bad person, but like those main TOs, the ones who run like the biggest of the biggest events, no, they're like, from what I hear, dude, and like the evidence I've seen, no, I'm not supporting any single one of them.
That's understandable. Oh, it's getting close to that point. Do we want to make any closing statements?
I didn't mean to yell at you, bro. That was...
Yeah.
What? No, you're not yelling at me, bro. Dude, like, I live in a Spanish household. You are not yelling at me. I am used to yelling.
I'm just Italian, dude. We're loud people. That's
Dude, it's the same thing.
Alright. So, any closing thoughts for anything that we've been saying? From either one of you guys?
Well, we definitely derailed from the original subject of music, but that's okay, because I don't think anybody really had, like, much to say on that.
I think we really talked about what we wanted to talk about on that subject and then just diverted.
That's fair.
Because I brought up VF, and we were talking about Sega music, and then we kind of just went into 3D fighters.
Alright, well,
So, my bad.
Here's something I want to say. If you are playing a fighting game, don't be afraid to try out other fighting games, especially the really weird ones. There's always a Discord community that is dying for new players. And you might learn something new from playing those fighting games and apply it to the one that you're actually good at.
Like VSAF.
Mm-hmm. And you'll meet some pretty cool people. People that really just want other people to play their game.
Like
So don't
me.
be afraid. Don't be afraid to, like, divert and try out something different.
Yeah, I agree.
That was it.
Riley, you got anything to say? Closing thoughts?
Go play VSAV. Go play VSAV. Go play VSAV.
Fight Cade, baby.
Fight Cade, download that shit. I agree.
Fightcade is the GOAT, dude.
I
I
guess
love
my closing
Fightcade.
thoughts would be NRS, get your shit together. Give us some better music. I know you can do it. MK9 had great music. Ever since then, you've had the shittiest music ever in a fighting game.
Oh, I can agree with that. There's no reason for me to ever listen to any NetherRealm game soundtrack.
Except for MK9. MK9 is actually really good.
I haven't listened to it.
Listen to it. It's actually a really good soundtrack. Go back to like where all the techno shit is, dude. That's where you vibe. That's where you thrive. And I don't even really like techno music, so. At the end of the day, thanks for listening. I hope everyone has a good time listening to us. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!